All right, hey guys, happy Monday, happy Columbus
Hi.
Day. I'm wearing my Italy shirt to go
Nice
along
and
with
festive.
the theme. Yeah, we'll give everyone a few minutes to chime in. We've done some teasers yesterday that we were going live. It's been a bit for me. Don't mind the voice. I'm not contagious, I promise. I was going to wear a mask to be funny.
That's all right.
But then I thought maybe you think that was a little weird. So
Thank you so much for posting live.
Of course.
And thank you to you for engaging with it, because we got a lot of nice feedback.
We do. So I think one thing that I have always really stressed with my clients and even with my company that I'm with, Paradigm, the branding. The branding is so important. The branding, the consistency, you and I talk about a lot. So what I want to talk about today is, let's first start with the do's and don'ts, what you think you should avoid.
Sure.
And then let's move into what's important in the branding, how you work with your clients with the branding. Looks like we have one person that just joined us. So
Sure. Hi. For all of you, my name is Francesca Ragucci. I am the owner of Francesca Ragucci Marketing. It is my marketing agency, and I work with clients like realtors, interior designers, and so forth to manage their online presence. And really it comes down to their reputation too, and that we'll get into when we talk about branding. So branding at its core is the representation of your business to your audience. So that comes to logo, fonts and colors, which is the aesthetics end, and the message. What are your business values and your purpose every day with your clients that needs to be represented in your online, in your social media, in your print, wherever you are marketing.
great. So let's talk a little bit about the coloring and the branding, because you and I exchanged messages about that last week. So if you guys follow Francesca, if you're not, you should be, Francesca Ragucci, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook.
I'm everywhere.
She's everywhere, yes. Colors, let's talk about colors. So when you're walking through with one of your prospects or your clients, how do you help them choose their colors? Do you give them, okay, the golds mean this, the black means this, the white means that, or do they really just tell you what colors they like and you kind of mold it to their taste?
With colors, it comes more down to feeling. So the first step is, there's an abundance of colors out there to choose from. What are you most drawn to? What brands do you like? Why do you like those brands? It comes down to the questions that I'm asking the client up front through a questionnaire, and from there I'll match the colors. So for example, you have a large audience of realtors, so if it's a realtor who currently works with a company, they may want to stick to that general color scheme, yet different. Or if they're branding on their own and working with me, we go through a process of selecting the colors just to see what works best. We choose 2 primary colors, and from there we branch out and use different values of the color. So for example, if you're a business and your adjectives or your business is more sophisticated and elegant, that's one set of colors. You're going for a fun, vibrant type of vibe, that's another set. If you're more subtle or minimalist, that's another set. So really, a lot of times they look to me for the colors, or they'll say, you know what, Francesca, I really like the color black. What goes well with black? Or I like navy. What goes well with navy? So it blends into the personality of the client too, because they need to like those colors and genuinely feel something towards those colors.
Looks like we have a few that joined us. We have Dave.
Thanks for joining.
Out in the Hamptons is with us. We have Sandra. She's up in North Jersey. And we have Steven. So thank you guys for joining on this Monday. It's a little dreary and rainy here in Philly. So we just started talking about colors. I'm obviously with Paradigm Title Group. We use maroon and black are our primaries, but I'm more bold, fun. So I like to, I gravitate towards the hot pink, the black. So in a lot of my branding, I'll pull in the hot pink and the black. Or
I saw that on your LinkedIn cover.
Yeah, I did a new cover photo. I thought it was pretty cool. So my new LinkedIn cover photo, for those who are not following me, is Do It With Passion or Not At All. And then my hashtag, which we'll talk about, great segue, thank you, is the hashtag is highlighted in hot pink. So hashtags are something that everyone is confused about. A few months back, or maybe even last year, it was hashtags are not good on LinkedIn. Now all of a sudden you see LinkedIn is pre-filling hashtags. If you use too many hashtags, it messes with the Facebook algorithms. Social media, it's crazy. Instagram, hashtag city, right? Like everyone's like, on Instagram, you have to hashtag. So how does an agent, a restaurant, anyone, one, create a really good hashtag? And what limitations are there in each vertical of social media? My hashtag, which I just asked her about, because I use hashtag Ashley Gravano, because my role and my job is not just one, right? I'm not just hashtag manager, right? Hashtag title insurance. I wear 5 or 6 hats a day. So for me, I've always used hashtag Ashley Gravano, because I feel like it goes really with anything. So if tomorrow I decide to open a restaurant, and maybe I will, I can just use hashtag Ashley Gravano. So
that's right.
Let's talk about that.
So, okay. Hashtag Ashley Gravano. We'll stick with Ashley's example. It's perfect for you to use your first and last name because it's your name, it's yours forever, and that's it.
Okay.
When I'm working with a client, we go with hashtag their first and last name. Say they're solo, a business owner, or they're their own realtor.
Okay.
So their realtor who has a team or a full business behind them will use hashtag the business name.
Okay. Right.
Okay. And then another version of a hashtag is a slogan.
Okay.
So some of my clients have their slogans. You may hear something like Francesca buys houses.
Right, I see
something
that a lot.
along those lines where they want it to be catchy, people remember it. So why are you using your own hashtag? Why is it important? Well, on all 4, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, people are searching hashtags.
Okay.
And every single time they see your post, which is brand recognition, recognizing the business, they'll notice a hashtag over and over. They will click on it, and they'll see a list of your past posts or people have used the hashtag.
Right.
So I will use hashtag Ashley Gravano because I'm on Ashley's Facebook right now, and I'll use it on my promotions to talk about the show. So they will then search Ashley. Okay. So that's in conjunction with tagging Ashley, linking to a website, and then a hashtag. Okay. So there's different levels of engagement, and you're able to choose what's best for you. Yeah. Definitely use a hashtag.
I notice a lot of people use the, close deals and heels, or I close deals, but then when you're doing that and it's not unique, it's pulling everyone who's ever used that, right? So you still may find someone, like we have Sandra, who's a realtor up in North Jersey with Culture Estate. So if Sandra were to use I close deals, and Dave, who's also a realtor, does I close deals. Okay. Everyone that clicks on that hashtag is going to see anyone who's ever used that post.
Sure.
So you do want to have some uniqueness in your hashtag that you're using on a regular basis, in addition to the other ones, because of course you want to use multiple hashtags. I understand.
Be specific with your unique business hashtag, like we just talked about. Ashley Gravano, Francesca Ragucci Marketing, Paradigm Title. Those are very specific. You will only see my business or Ashley's business in those hashtags talking about her business. So go with that. That's your hashtag.
That's my hashtag. Great, yeah. So
Done.
I forgot about Twitter because I don't tweet.
Twitter.
I don't tweet.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Twitter. So is there specific verticals of social media that are better for certain business types, or do you feel like it's all game, they're all fair?
I love them all. I use all of them for my clients, no matter which industry they're in, whether they're in real estate or hospitality. So when it comes to selecting one, say you're at the beginning or we're at the beginning of our relationship and we want to start off with a select couple, then we go and say, what are your goals for the social media? Realtors gravitate towards Instagram because within their conversations and their business and what they see, a lot of the market is on Instagram. Right. Instagram is very popular, and they'll use Facebook because it's more of a business to consumer platform.
And that's something we always talk about in my business is the business to business versus the business to consumer. So I'm very much business to business. Right. It's very hard for me to pull in a consumer to give me a title order or to work with Paradigm Title Group. But a realtor and a loan officer, a realtor can go both ways. A loan officer can go both ways. So for me, I find working in Facebook, Instagram, more importantly, LinkedIn. So for me, LinkedIn's super important because that's business to business.
LinkedIn is a great platform. Okay. And I can vouch for LinkedIn as a realtor, as someone who's doing business to consumer relations online, because you have clients on there, professionals. Right. Professionals are on there. You have people making conversation on Twitter in a more in a quicker manner.
Yeah, quicker manner,
every
right.
single one is
and
great.
It's limited. Twitter always gets
Twitter,
me 'cause
120.
It's limited. I think that's my one hashtag, Ashley Gravano. Thank God my maiden name's not in there because then we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Every single one is well worth it and worth your time. It's really just saying, okay, which one are you going to start with?
Right.
And then build from there.
And doing it consistently.
Sure, consistent.
Every day.
Every day.
Right.
Work your way up to it.
So we have David that just joined.
Hi.
Bobby Falanga up in North Jersey just joined. Hey, Bobby, how are you? So we're here with Francesca Ragucci from Francesca Ragucci Marketing today, talking about all things marketing, branding, social media, all the different verticals of social media. The do's and don'ts are what we're going to talk a little bit about. We've talked a bit about hashtags. Picking a unique hashtag, we'll point that out so that all of you are not pulling into one same hashtag that's used 100 times. So
I welcome you to leave questions in the comments.
Ask questions, please.
As we're live, or I will look at the comments after the video and message you back.
Awesome. So we have Jim Beecham that's on too. Jim is a loan officer out in South Jersey. Hey, Jim.
Hello. Hi, Jim.
Mike Walsh just joined us. Jim, I can't pronounce your last name, just joined us, but hey, Jim. So we're here on Monday. We're in Front Street Cafe in Philly today. One of my favorite little spots. We're upstairs in their library
It's a beautiful
area.
place.
I love it. I love it.
It has such a cool vintage, historic type of look. As you can see with the bookcase in the background.
And they have vegan and gluten-free options. So David was watching lots of vegan and gluten-free options here, David.
Ashley and I recorded here last time.
We did. We were downstairs.
Ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have Danny that just joined us. So we're going to talk a little bit more while you guys chime in. We have some more viewers. So let's talk about the do's and don'ts. That's always my favorite. I cringe sometimes when I see some posts on social media. Maybe I'm a little too conservative or too formal, just because I feel like you're always representing your brand and your business, regardless if it's a Saturday and you're with your friends at a nightclub. So I cringe at sometimes when I see some of these things. So
your personality gels into your business. That goes along with the branding process. You are someone who likes certain colors or a certain look, that's going to incorporate into your business because that's how you genuinely get behind what you're doing.
Right. Good. So I want to make a point that Francesca has been doing this for quite some time. She has a team. I don't know if any of you follow her, but she did a great post the other day talking about a team that she works with.
Thank you. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. So it's not just one person that you're working with when you work with Francesca. She has a team of people that will help you from, beginning to end with print material, digital material, and photos,
I'll
everything.
take it away and just explain a bit about my business. So Francesca Ragucci Marketing, I really help you develop a distinct visuals along with meaningful content to share to your target audience online. We exclusively work in the online area, and that's social media, websites, and so forth. When you come on board with me as a monthly client, I service clients on a month-to-month basis, and it really turns into a partnership. We're able to collaborate with other businesses and make your online presence reflect who you are in business today, along with your reputation. Because at the end of the day, every post, everything you say, every video, that backs your reputation and your public perception. So keep that in mind. I really take great care of it. I have clients who I've been working with for years now on a monthly basis.
So last time we talked about how often you should post. I post probably twice a day on most verticals. Maybe not twice a day on LinkedIn, but Facebook definitely twice a day. Whether it's just a quote, whether it's an article, anything related to the business. I even do some posts with relation to how to make your home look nice for the holidays.
That's perfect.
Just to mix it up a bit.
Yeah, holiday themes are a lot of fun, and it really is more relatable too. So now we're in October. I am doing real estate properties with pumpkins outside, and we're talking about Halloween activities to the neighborhood. So it's all about lifestyle. And lifestyle is one of my big business ethos, live, work, play method. And for you realtors out there should know what that is.
I love that.
It basically means the lifestyle. So what's your client's lifestyle? Where they live, where do they work, where do they play, where do they travel? And this is how I learn who your target client is, and I'm creating client content for my clients off that method.
The same thing. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Content's important. Needs to be, like you said, consistent. It needs to not just be gibberish, about whatever.
Well, intentional,
right.
Thought out. It represents you. So you're brand new on social media. Post once a day, 7 days a week. See how that goes. Then bump it up. Post twice a day. The best you can do is post every single day, because if you have 3 days where you're posting 3 times a day and then 2 where it's a lull and it's nothing, that just doesn't look good to people on social media, because
right.
they're so used to seeing things every day, getting
right.
like constant feedback.
Right.
Plus your engagement will drop a little bit and it'll be like you're climbing
right.
back up in
That's
those
a question
rankings.
Too with the algorithms, because some days I see the same
Post
person
every day.
like, hey, I see Antoine's on, I see him a lot, and then some days I don't see him
Sure.
at all, and I'm seeing people I have never seen.
Right.
So especially with Facebook, it's always changing who I'm seeing every day versus who I didn't see yesterday. So I have to make sure to go into the profile and follow and see first the people that I follow most often.
Yeah.
Because the
Facebook,
algorithms.
you're able to star people
Yes.
you like.
Yeah.
And the business pages too. Make sure to support the business pages.
So you guys should all have starred me by now and go back and star Francesca.
I'll tag my business page
Yes.
at the bottom of in the comments section.
Right.
So Facebook, all of them, they really take into account what you look at with your eyes and what you are like touching to like. So liking and engaging in posts, Facebook will show you more of that type of content.
Yeah, great. And LinkedIn is just, I don't know much about LinkedIn. I just noticed it.
LinkedIn's very similar.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. So liking and commenting posts, you will see more of that person.
That person. Right.
Then you'll get every once in a while, like for myself, I see new people sometimes,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
And then I'll go months with the same group of people, and then that group of people will be gone, and I'll go months with new people. So I always make sure to just consciously go into my follower section or have a saved group of people who content I want to see and will like that.
Right. Jim just asked if there's a limit of who you can see first. I know there's a Facebook friend limit, but is there a limit of who you can, star?
Oh, who you can start? No. Unlimited. Yeah. Facebook provides you, and we'll just talk Facebook, it provides you a list section, so you're able to label past clients, co-workers, business partners, and so forth, and have them in a category, and they get their own devoted news feed. So you go in there and you only see their content, and that's something to take advantage of.
So you and I both have business pages, which is something that I often struggle with, because it's harder to get people to like your business page than it is to friend to request you. I swear, I can send out 1,000 invites to my business page. Some people don't like the business page, or they don't even check that section of their notifications. So for anyone in a business, you suggest that they have both. Of course, you're going to say yes to that, so I should just answer it for you. Yes, you suggest they have both, but how do you get people to like your page as well as become your friend?
You have both. Okay. Number one, in order to navigate Facebook functionally, admin-wise, you need a personal page.
Okay.
So having that personal page and the business page is important. Though, you're able to go on as a Facebook business only, but you have less Facebook capability.
Okay.
So it is about playing the game that Facebook wants.
Sure.
Okay, and from there, you have a limit of people who you're able to friend request.
Right, I'm at my limit. I'm always deleting, sorry.
Ashley's at her limit, okay.
I'm at my 5,000 limit.
She's at her limit, so now she's at a crossroads here where she has to get rid of people. So you get follower happy and you start just following everyone. That limit will die down really quickly. On business page, you have 0 limit, okay? But Facebook recognizes you as a business page. Though, posting consistently will get people to your page. More people are seeing your content than you really think. So you get a certain amount of likes per post, more people are seeing it. Because sometimes I'll have a little bit less likes on one post, more likes on the other, but intuitively I know that my followers are seeing it. So you said less people are liking when you're sending the notification. Send it out as a messenger on Facebook. Make sure to check it, messenger, and then it goes to their Facebook Messenger. So they will definitely see it.
Or you have to clear that notification.
This is work, everyone.
It is.
So this is just not 1, 2, 3, I'm done. This is a consistent workflow. And I use a lot of like Google documents in my business and my clients to make sure we're keeping up with that workflow. And from there, I want you to make sure you're advertising on Facebook too. Boosting posts, very simple. Just to the people who like your page and their friends, because you'll extend it outwards. You will be surprised.
And for really, the boosting posts, it has to be a business page, guys. So
yeah, definitely.
I did see a question just pop in from Brian. Every day since 11/16, great to have to share groups immediately while live. Great. So he's doing the groups.
Is that Brian?
Yes, that's Brian.
Brian, excellent. You're doing a great job with that, because once you do a live video, share it out. Share it to your groups, whatever pages possible, because you want everyone to go back to that live and engage with it.
That's something I haven't done yet. Thanks for that, Brian.
Within the first 24 hours is really critical. Sometimes even less.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gone.
We have Jessica Nelson that joined us. Hey, Jess. She's a realtor up in North Jersey, Hoboken, Jersey City.
Jessica.
Jess's mom, Gail, is on. Hey, Gail.
Hi, Gail.
Indigenous Peoples Day or Columbus Day? Well, the shirt, I would say it's Columbus Day. The last name, I would say it's Columbus Day. So I'll vote Columbus Day, but, you know. So, what else do we have? We have so much we can talk about.
One thing I do want to add, just jumping back to the branding component, is you and I will put a brand together. I'm talking about the aesthetics.
Right.
You have your logo, you have your cool web design and all the graphics. Woo, we're done. No, you're not done.
You're all the time.
As long as you're in business, you will never be done. Right. Your brand always develops. It all, like even within my brand, and I'll talk about my brand, so just to give you a foundation.
Yeah.
My colors are black and gold. I've had the logo for a few years that I've had, and I just went with it instinctually. So the black, it really was a color that I associated with the target client. Same thing with the gold. I just saw it everywhere in the client spectrum that I work within, and then I saw it in a couple of places in objects and together, and I said, wow, black and gold work really well.
I love black and gold together. So I'm sticking with it. Yeah.
Black and gold is such a great color. It goes so well together.
It's kind of regal and classic, the black and gold.
Yeah, it's got this impeccable, timeless type of effect, really classy, and I like classic type of items as well.
I'm laughing at Jess's question because her and I talk about this all the time, and now it's to the point where I send her screenshots.
Okay.
So she wants to know if we can talk about what's appropriate for business pages. And Jess, earlier in the conversation, we had talked about you're always representing your brand, regardless if it's a Saturday or Friday night at a nightclub. You're always representing your brand. So selfies are something that I do post selfies, so this is a little bit against me as well. But when are they appropriate? When are they not appropriate? Do you feel like they're too, I guess I would say, cheesy? I don't know another word to use.
So let's get into the selfie. Thank you, Jessica, for asking. Okay, so selfie. So we have a selfie video and a selfie photo, right?
Right.
So I'm on my own. Like, I was just walking here from my car. I may take a quick self picture of me, a selfie, because, you know, I'm dressed nicely. It's a great day. I'm feeling awesome. So I'll take a selfie. I don't care, because I've captured myself in a moment in time that's unique to this day, and I want to make sure that it's documented.
Right.
Okay, and same thing with self-video. I'm always out there in the city in public putting the video on myself, because I know that it'll just make my business a lot better. So you may be talking about a selfie in a mirror.
Yeah, so we're talking about...
Are you talking about, if you're talking about
to business
a selfie with anything other than
yourself? Yourself?
Well, a smile or something that looks genuinely to you, then just think about what that effect will have to your representation.
Right.
And the way the public...
Not only representation, but your reputation, because if you're taking these inappropriately dressed, or these
okay, so we're talking about a go out.
Yes.
So I'm talking about a business selfie. Always take a business selfie. So public perception, keep that in mind. If you're going out with your friends on a casual night, I'll let you be the judge of what you want to do, because I am me, you are you. just keep in mind what is a client or what is someone in business going to say.
Right.
So there is no such thing as business and personal, especially in our industries, in your industry. There's no such thing.
Yeah, it always crosses over. So.
It does, because I see companies out there who they just brought on a new employee and they tag their Instagram personal page. And their Instagram personal page has this, casual looking picture of themselves, let's just say.
So, and Brian Reed said no political post. I 1,000% agree on that. That's something, and my mom had said years and years ago, there's two things you don't want to talk about: religion and politics,
Okay.
Especially in a business standpoint, because you really never know who you're going to possibly offend or whose views are different. And you could have a client that is on complete opposite ends of the spectrum, and you may say something that could upset a client.
Just put your best step forward, everyone. There's no such thing as business and personal, especially in our industries today.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good point. So just to wrap up on the selfie thing, I think Jess made a second comment that I just saw come through.
Okay.
She had asked what you're selling by doing a post, by posting a selfie. So just like you, I am often by myself, so I'm out and I'll take a selfie of me here because I love this.
Sure.
And
so
we'll
for
probably
me, take some out.
Yes, we will. So for me, it's that I'm selling that I'm out and about.
Right.
So what I'm selling is that I'm out and I'm all over the place and I'm meeting different people, and it's just continuing the activity on my feed.
Right, because you may have the luxury to have someone with you. We may not. We may be on our own. Take a picture of yourself smiling, thumbs up, hey, I'm at my property, look where I am. If it's during the business day or you're in a business meeting.
Right. And that's what Brian had said, about posting with relation to business, a selfie with relation to business. So he works down the shore, so a lot of times he may have a selfie of him near a shore property. So that I can agree with. But we can all agree that the inappropriate, you can really tell the difference between like the mirror selfie, like you had brought up, which Jess and I were talking about, versus a selfie of you at a restaurant that you're attending, an event, and you're by yourself, so you really can't, or don't want to ask someone to take a photo for you.
The clients I work with are friends with their past clients and business associates, partners on their personal Facebook page, everywhere, quite frankly, because they know that business is personal, personal is business. And that's just the way it is.
See if I can read that question from Avo here. Boosting posts, creating advertising through the manager. It's a little split up, Avo, so my apologies. But you can't boost a post on a personal page. It has to be a business page. You're unable to obviously do a targeted ad.
You're very limited personally. So all of you in business who only engage and post on your personal, just stop and create a business page. Okay, you and I were able to walk through that together. Yes, you're able to see the Facebook ad. If you have time, go through it. Otherwise, it's so in-depth and involved, and it's intimidating to people who are not familiar with advertising. And that's where I come in and I help you look at your ads in the simplest form, and I will take care of all of the analytics and that back end.
Good. So do we have more questions?
We have a lot of people on. This is exciting.
We have Paula on from Cherry Hill.
I'll discuss a little bit more about my business just to give everyone a flavor. I have a national business. I work with clients from Boston to Los Angeles on monthly marketing, monthly marketing is my month-to-month partnership service that I offer you to maintain our relationship and make sure your social media and online is functioning every single month and be consistent, and we're able to grow together. I also travel to see clients, so whether it's down the road or an hour or getting in a plane, that's a service that we're able to accommodate for you. And yes, when you're coming on board with my business, you are getting a team of people. You're getting myself as the main communicator, and I will be on the phone with you. I will be the one emailing you, and you're getting a team, my team, who helps execute on the marketing campaigns.
Great.
We really keep the personalization factor in mind. I work with every single client in a personal way. There is no cookie cutter, so it's what works with one
It's
will
customizable
work differently for the other.
Great.
And I know what you want. So when people come to me, they're always like, I want to grow my business.
Okay.
I want brand awareness. Okay, those are really the two whys that I get, but once we start a conversation, that's when it gets more in depth in the consultation call.
And she'll do the consultation with you guys via phone, in person, you know, depending on where you are.
We like to do video cam, so we
video cam is great.
Yeah, we definitely do video camera just to get through it. And it's going to be a brand new experience for you. For all my clients, it is, even the ones who have been on social media since the beginning of social media. So I will walk you through it. We'll get through all of the new ideas to you, and we'll make sure everything is just working well for you at your level.
Great. Awesome. Well, I think we covered a lot today. I don't know how long that was, but it's definitely longer than the last time.
It looks like we have a question.
Yeah, we have a question from Bobby about getting contact info for potential buyers and sellers. Do you help? Is there ability for you to help the agents with, I wouldn't say lead lists, but outreach to buyers and sellers?
Yes, there is.
See that?
Outreach is called engagement, okay, everyone? So we're thinking of social media as relationship building, not lead generation. So let's get that out of your minds for social media. Lead generation is elsewhere. Social media is relationship building. So I help my clients partner them with local business owners, get on podcasts, online publications. That's a part of the plan. And through there, we're able to connect with new people. We also utilize social media to target clients and engage with them. So sending them direct messages and so forth. So that's how we get buyer and seller contact information along with advertising.
Great answer for that. I know I do a lot of targeting and boosted posts. You know, well, I'll target people in a certain industry. Obviously, for me, I target real estate industry, financial industry.
Definitely.
So that's something that you guys can play around with. But Francesca is a pro at it, so she will save you the time and energy.
Let me add that it takes time. In week one, there may be an opportunity that you gain a client, but in week one, it's a process. I have clients I've worked with for 3 months. So the first 3 months, I really call it foundation building, and that's when you and I get in a flow of communication, in a workflow. We start developing trustworthiness in the process. Okay, so that's the first step, and that's when the fruits come in. That's when the rewards happen, because you've got to build trustworthiness in the process, in myself, in my business, because we will execute. And for that, there is a new case study section on my website, francescaragucci.com, case studies tab, where I give you a background and an insider's look on client campaigns, partnerships, Facebook ads, and more.
And branding takes time, guys. I've obviously been in the industry since 2001, where there was no Facebook, and there probably was MySpace or something like that. But it wasn't as relevant. Right now, it takes time. So if you're a brand new realtor out there, and I've talked to a bunch of you, they're like, "How do I get myself out there?" Francesca just touched on it, getting linked up with local businesses. I have a realtor that I work closely with in the Summit area. Going to local businesses, meeting those people, hosting your meetings there, doing your live videos there. So it's really with connecting with the local community or any of your farming areas. So if you're farming in Manhattan, you want to spend a lot of time in Manhattan because that's where you're farming.
Sure.
If you're farming in Philly, where we are today, spend time there. Go to the local events there. I'm talking from a realtor standpoint because you're trying to reach out to consumers. For business to business, like Francesca and I, it's a little bit different. So, you need to attend the relevant events to real estate. You need to attend the relevant events to the financial or to the hospitality. So it's a bit different for us being B2B, business to business, than for the realtors and the loan officers out there that are consumer facing.
So you go to events in person, and Ashley is a big proponent of that. I see her, she's always attending events. Yeah. For us and for myself and people who have more of a time crunch and their days are always booked, that's when the social media connection comes in.
Yes.
So with partnering with local business or your geographic areas, I have clients who work nationally or regionally. We'll reach out and make that first connection on social media. Then we will schedule a call and move forward there to get to that in-person meeting or online publication and so forth.
Yeah, awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining.
Thanks for joining.
It's
this
been a
was
while.
Fun. We got quite a few questions.
We did get quite a few questions.
Keep the questions coming. I will actually go back to the questions that were answered to read them fully and leave some responses.
And follow Francesca Ragucci today, and follow my business page if you aren't already. Again, Ashley Gravano with Paradigm Title Group, Francesca Ragucci with Francesca Ragucci Marketing. We'll put all of our contact information in the comments. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. It's a bit gloomy here in Philadelphia, but maybe the sun will
It's a beautiful
burn
day.
through.
It's a beautiful environment that we're in. Thank you so much,
welcome.
Ashley. I'm
Thanks
so
for coming.
grateful to be
You're
on with you
awesome.
again.
I love following
We chat
her.
really well. We have great
We do.
conversations.
Awesome. We're
Thank you
gonna
for
do it
joining.
quarterly, so watch out for that.
Okay.
All right,
sure.
guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.